Speak it daily and watch your life transform in ways you never thought were possible. My dear, come a little closer for a moment. Just breathe with me, slowly, gently, without rushing anything. Because I know something about you. I know you've been waiting, haven't you? Waiting for things to shift, waiting for life to feel lighter, waiting for something, anything, to finally change. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder, what if nothing changes? What if I'm stuck like this? But sweetheart, listen to me very carefully. What if the change you've been waiting for has been waiting for you to speak, not louder, not harder, but more consciously, more intentionally, more lovingly, because the truth is, your words are not just sounds, they are seeds. And every single day, whether you realize it or not, you are planting something in the soil of your life. Take a breath. What have you been planting lately? Have you been whispering doubt into your days? Repeating the same quiet fears? I'm not ready. It's too late. Nothing ever works out for me. Oh, my dear, no wonder the garden feels empty. But listen, this is not something to feel guilty about. This is something to gently become aware of, because awareness is where your power begins. You see, life is always listening, not just to what you say out loud, but to what you repeat inside, again and again and again. And what you repeat becomes familiar. What becomes familiar feels true. And what feels true quietly shapes your reality. So when I say speak it daily, I'm not talking about forcing words. I'm talking about choosing your inner language with love. Because your life, my dear, is always responding to the story you keep telling. Now, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine your life as a vast open field, and every word you speak, every thought you repeat, is a seed gently falling into that soil. Some seeds grow quickly, some take time, some stay hidden beneath the surface long before they bloom, but none of them are wasted. Do you understand what this means? It means that even now, even in this very moment, something is growing for you, even if you cannot see it yet. And maybe that's where your frustration has been. You've been looking for flowers, while the roots are still quietly forming. Oh, my dear, nothing is delayed. Nothing is forgotten. Nothing is being withheld from you. Life is simply unfolding in timing you cannot always see. Just like a seed does not panic underground, just like it does not rush, just like it does not question its worth, it simply becomes. And you are no different. But here is the gentle shift I want to invite you into. Instead of asking, when will it happen? What if you began asking, what am I becoming as I speak? Take another breath slowly, because the moment you change your words, you begin to change your identity. And identity, my dear, is what shapes everything. You don't receive what you wish for. You receive what feels natural to who you believe you are. So if your inner voice says, I am always struggling, then, even when opportunity comes, it may feel unfamiliar, uncomfortable, even unsafe. and without realizing it, you might push it away. Not because you don't deserve it, but because it doesn't match your current story. This is why speaking daily matters, because repetition gently rewrites what feels normal, and what feels normal becomes your new reality. So let me ask you something softly. What if, starting today, you began to speak a different truth? Not a forced one, not one you don't believe, but one you are willing to grow into. What if instead of saying, "I'm stuck," you whispered, "I am learning to move forward"? Can you feel the difference? It's subtle, but it opens a door. And doors, my dear, are very important, because life doesn't always burst open dramatically. Sometimes it simply responds to the doors you are willing to open. And your words are keys. Keys that unlock new emotional states. Keys that soften resistance. Keys that invite possibility. Take a breath again. You don't have to transform everything overnight. You don't have to fix your whole life in one moment. All you need to do is begin gently, consistently, speaking something new every single day, even if it feels small, even if it feels quiet, even if no one else hears it, because you will hear it, and that is enough. Now, come closer into this moment with me. Place your attention on your heart. Feel its rhythm, steady, patient, and let me guide you into something simple. When you wake up in the morning, before the world rushes in, before your old thoughts begin to replay, I want you to softly say, "I am open to something good today." Just that. No pressure, no expectation, just openness. And then, throughout your day, whenever you catch yourself slipping back into old patterns, gently, without judgment, bring yourself back and say, "Things are shifting for me, even now." Do you feel how calming that is? It doesn't demand, it doesn't force, it simply allows, because transformation is not something you chase, it is something you allow, and allowing begins with what you are willing to say, repeatedly, lovingly. Now, I want you to notice something very important. As you begin to speak differently, you may feel a quiet resistance inside. A small voice that says, "This isn't true. This won't work." And sweetheart, that's okay. That voice is not your enemy. It is simply your old conditioning, trying to stay familiar. It has repeated the same story for so long that anything new feels uncertain. But uncertainty is not danger. It is growth. So when that voice appears, don't fight it. Just acknowledge it gently, and then choose again. Choose your new words. Choose your new direction. Choose your new becoming, because every time you do this, you are weakening the old pattern and strengthening something new, something softer, something kinder, something aligned with who you are becoming. Take another breath. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not doing this wrong. You are simply learning to speak your life into a new shape. And that takes patience. It takes gentleness. It takes daily practice. But oh my dear, it works. It always works, because life cannot help but respond. to what you consistently declare. So don't underestimate your quiet words. Don't dismiss your gentle affirmations. They are not small. They are powerful beyond what you can currently see. And something, right now, is already beginning to shift for you. Even if you cannot feel it yet, even if you cannot see it yet, it is happening. You see, speaking new words is beautiful, but sometimes there are hidden spaces within you that are still holding on to the old ones. And I want to show you those spaces, not so you can judge yourself, but so you can finally understand yourself. Because understanding is what sets you free. Let me ask you something, and just feel into it. Don't rush your answer. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, even when things start going well, a part of you feels uncomfortable, almost like you're waiting for it to go wrong? Like you can't fully relax into something good. That feeling, my dear, is not random. It's something very deep, very human. It's what happens when your nervous system has become familiar with struggle. When your body has learned over time that stress is normal, that disappointment is expected, that things don't last. So when something new begins to emerge, something lighter, something better, instead of immediately embracing it, you may unconsciously resist it, not because you don't want it, but because it feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar can feel unsafe. Take a breath. This is what I want you to gently understand. You are not blocking your blessings. You are protecting your familiarity. And that changes everything, doesn't it? Because now there is no blame, only awareness. And awareness opens the door to change. You see, when you begin to speak new words daily, you are not just changing your thoughts. You are slowly teaching your body that it is safe to experience something different. Safe to receive. Safe to expand. Safe to have more. But this takes repetition. Soft, consistent, loving repetition, because your body listens not to intensity, but to consistency. So if you say something once and then go back to old patterns, your body will follow what is most familiar. But if you return again and again, gently, patiently, something begins to shift. At first, it's subtle. You may not even notice it. But then one day, you respond differently to something that used to trigger you. You feel a little calmer, a little more open, and you realize something inside you has changed. This is the real transformation. Not loud, not dramatic, but deeply real. Now, I want to guide you into something even more important, because there is another hidden layer, a quiet fear that many people carry without even realizing it. And that fear is, what if I actually receive what I've been asking for? Take a moment with that. It may sound strange at first, but think about it. If your life suddenly changed, if things became easier, if opportunities began to flow, who would you have to become? Would you have to let go of old identities? Old stories? Old ways of being? Would you have to release the version of you who struggled, who waited, who doubted? And if that version has been with you for a long time, letting it go can feel like losing a part of yourself, even if that part caused you pain. Do you see how deep this goes? This is why speaking daily is not just about creating. It is about becoming, because every word you choose is shaping the version of you that feels natural. So instead of forcing yourself to believe something huge, start with something gentle, something your heart can slowly accept. Instead of saying, "My life is perfect," you might say, "I am allowing my life to improve." Feel that there is softness in it. There is space in it. And space is where growth happens. Now, let me bring you into a quiet moment. Close your eyes just for a second if you can, and imagine a version of you who already speaks with kindness to themselves. A version of you who wakes up not with dread, but with quiet trust. A version of you who doesn't chase, but allows. Can you see them? That version of you is not far away. It is being formed right now. Through every word you choose, through every moment you pause, through every time you soften instead of criticize. Take a breath. You are not becoming someone else. You are returning to who you were always meant to be. And that return begins with something so simple, so quiet, so easy to overlook. Your daily words. Now, I want to gently guide you into a deeper practice. Not something complicated, not something overwhelming, just something you can carry with you. Throughout your day, whenever you notice yourself feeling tight, anxious, or discouraged, pause. Just pause and ask yourself softly, what am I saying to myself right now? Not to judge it, just to notice it. And then, without forcing, choose a slightly kinder sentence. Just slightly, because transformation does not come from extremes. It comes from small, consistent shifts. And those shifts build, they compound until one day your inner voice becomes a place of safety. Instead of pressure, a place of encouragement. Instead of doubt, and when that happens, your outer world cannot help but follow, because your inner environment is what shapes your external experience. Always. Now, stay with me here, because I want to give you something very special, a moment where you simply receive. No effort, no trying, just receiving. Take a deep breath in, slowly, and as you breathe out, let these words settle gently inside you. I am safe to grow. Again, I am safe to grow. Let it land. I am safe to receive. Softly, I am safe to receive. And one more, something beautiful is unfolding for me, even now. Stay there for a moment. Let your body feel it, not your mind. Your body, because this is where true change happens. Not just in what you think, but in what you feel safe to experience. And, my dear, you are becoming safe for the life you've been asking for. Slowly, gently, day by day, word by word, speak it daily and let your life transform, not in a rush, but in a way that feels natural, safe, and deeply yours. Come back to your breath with me, slowly, gently, Feel how far you've already come just by being here, just by listening, just by opening yourself to something new. Because, my dear, this is where it all comes together, not in effort, not in pressure, but in quiet understanding. You are not trying to create a new life from scratch. You are allowing a new life to emerge from within you. And everything you've been doing, every word you've chosen, every moment you've paused, every time you softened instead of criticized, it's been guiding you here to this space where things begin to feel different, not perfect, but possible. And possibility is where everything begins. Take a breath. I want you to notice something gently. You are no longer the same person who started this journey. Even if your circumstances haven't fully changed yet, something inside you has. Your awareness has deepened. Your voice has softened. Your perspective has expanded. And that is the true beginning of transformation. Because once your inner world begins to shift, your outer world cannot remain the same forever. It will follow. It always does. But here is the part I want you to hold on to. Don't chase the evidence. Don't keep looking outside, asking, is it here yet? Has it happened yet? Because the moment you do that, you return to waiting, and you are no longer waiting. You are becoming. Do you feel the difference? Waiting feels heavy. Becoming feels alive. Waiting says, I don't have it yet. Becoming says, I am growing into it. And when you truly settle into becoming, you no longer feel desperate. You feel aligned. Take another breath. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to rush anything. What is meant for you is already responding to who you are becoming. Now, let me gently remind you of something very important. There will still be moments where doubt returns, moments where old thoughts try to resurface, moments where you feel like you've gone backwards. But my dear, you are not going backwards. You are simply becoming aware of what was always there. And awareness is progress. So when those moments come, don't panic. Don't judge yourself. Just return to your breath. Return to your words. Return to your gentle practice. Because every time you return, you reinforce your new path. And over time, that path becomes stronger, clearer, easier to follow. Until one day, it becomes your natural way of being. Take a soft breath. Now I want you to feel into this moment, right here, right now. There is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to force, nothing you need to chase. You are allowed to be exactly where you are and still be on your way. Do you understand how powerful that is? You don't need to be perfect. To begin receiving, you only need to be open, and openness is created through your daily words, through your willingness, through your quiet trust. Now, let's bring everything into one simple, beautiful practice, something you can carry with you every day. When you wake up, place your hand gently on your heart, take a slow breath, and say, today, I choose to speak life into my world. Feel that, not as a demand, but as an intention, a soft decision, and then throughout your day, whenever you notice your thoughts drifting, gently bring yourself back and remind yourself, my words are creating something, even now. Let that guide you, not with pressure, but with awareness. And at night, before you sleep, take one more breath and softly say, I trust what is unfolding for me. Even if you don't fully believe it yet, let yourself grow into it, because belief is built through repetition, through feeling, through time. Now, my dear, before we close, I want to leave you with something, not just words, but a feeling, a quiet knowing that you can return to whenever you need it. So just breathe and receive this. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not behind. Your life is not standing still. It is moving. It is shifting. It is rearranging in ways you may not fully see yet, but it is happening. And every time you choose to speak with intention, with softness, with awareness, you are participating in that unfolding. You are guiding it. You are allowing it. So trust this. Trust yourself. Trust your words. Trust the quiet transformation that is already taking place within you. Because one day, you will look back at this version of yourself, the one who chose to begin, the one who chose to speak differently, the one who chose to believe just a little more, and you will realize that was the moment everything started to change. Take one final breath with me, slowly, gently, and carry this with you. Speak it daily, and let your life transform